Today, the world is in crisis. We have an amazing amount of chronic disease happening on the planet, and one of the most potent, widespread pandemics that we're facing is diabetes. There's 246 million people today who suffer from diabetes. It's a major pandemic situation that we have to pay attention to.
We are one of the sickest countries in the world. It don't have to be that way. Type 2 diabetes has tripled in the last 10 years. That's a lifestyle disease. That's all about what you're putting into your mouth.
We have an unbelievable epidemic of diabetes in this country. The rates of diabetes are skyrocketing, and we have parallels the epidemic of obesity. We have the most overweight population ever in the history of the human race, and it's still growing fatter.
I believe that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over and expecting a different result. We have to do something completely different and innovative.
This is the ghetto. This is it.
This is Pimlico. This is where I used to live when I was a kid, actually. I used to actually live in the other building down there, but this is where my sister lives. So hopefully she's in. This is my sister, Nicole.
How you doing?
I'm always checking on her to make sure she's all right. She's frying nuggets. That's a lot of grease. Good Lord.
Be quiet.
I guess the most interesting thing that happened to me in the last year is being diagnosed with diabetes. I've been having to go to the bathroom a lot, but I didn't know why. So I went to the emergency room and they checked my blood sugar. They told me that my blood sugar was at 1200. Now the normal range for blood sugar is about 80 to 100. So I was far behind that range. When I went in, the doctor said, you should be dead. It wasn't you had a possibility of dying. At 1200, you should have something wrong. Where my pills at? I have one side for when I'm ready to get eaten. Oh, I need to get a refill tomorrow. I've always dreamed of living to 100 too, you know, that's one of my goals. So to hear that already so young, you're being diagnosed with something that has a major impact on your health, it took me for a loop and just made me think that there's so much more that I have to do, and I shouldn't be thinking that I have a lot of time to do it. So my main thing is just getting back healthy and making sure that I stay healthy. And so whatever it takes to get that done, I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
As growing up, the Italian people were always mangia, 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 eat, 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 because whenever they shared food with their family, it was a very, very precious thing. The greatest gift they could give is food to their family and their friends. One thing that's going to be an advantage and another one's a disadvantage. My wife's such a good cook. She cooks just like the old country, and oh my God, Medellin, you did yourself that lamb is to die for.
Oh, good.
About 10 years ago, I went to my cardiologist. I was having a little hypertensive problems, and he goes, hey, you're borderline diabetes. And I heard the word diabetes, no idea how devastating this is to your life. The consequences I got, it affects every organ system, and just your vision, your kidneys, sexual dysfunction. The other things were the neuropathy in the feet. My feet slowly became numb. One day, got cold and chilled, so I grabbed the ceramic heater. 40 minutes later, I smelled steak cooking. I tried to follow the smell, and I looked down at my feet, and my foot, and it was boiling and bubbling and cooking, literally cooking. I cooked my foot. I've been a big eater and no controls on that, and so the eating just pacifies me. It's a wonderful pacification thing.
My grandmother raised me. My diet was whatever I wanted, you know, and it always entailed of dessert because that was my reward. Oh my gosh, my favorite are gyros. I love gyros.
Come to me, baby.
I like to eat. I like to satisfy whatever I feel. I didn't really have anyone to push me that much in the right direction. Has just so much that I want to do, but I'm being held back by first my diabetes and my health. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get the stuff. I have a husband, his name is Ernest. My son Manny, he's 10. The members of my family are loving and strong and funny. Well, diabetes affects me in a lot of ways. Physically, I'm not happy where I am. I just want to get rid of it.
Dear Heavenly Father, bless this food which you're about to receive. And we thank you for this day. And we love you. And we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Yeah. The only thing I want is to watch my grandkids. I'd like to see them get big. And the way I'm going, if I don't do something about it, I'm not going to be around to see them. And Grandpa flips that. Then he puts his finger up there. Like that. And that hurt. And then I squeeze it so the blood comes out. And then I put it on here. And then the numbers come up there. 464. That is bad. Like my doctor told me, my diabetes is out of line. He says, you're going to die. You're killing yourself. He'd tell me what I had to do, but I didn't do it. I take 9 other pills besides my insulin.
No, I try to watch what we eat for him. Because I buried one, I don't want to bury another one right away. So.
Of all the things that you take, orange juice puts it up there.
Then why do you drink it?
Oh, I love it. Nobody likes to be defeated, especially, in their own body,
My father was a diabetic. My brother's also a diabetic. Oh, and I have a sister that's diabetic. The way we ate may have contributed. Okay. Now, push it in, Alex, please. Thank you, dear. You have to be careful because Grandma's sticky.
I just want to get the paper.
I live in the house with my disabled husband, Willie Mitchell, my daughter, and 4 grandchildren. It's pretty hectic at times. I've never really taken time for myself. To people focusing on me, no, I've never had that.
I'm pretty much an all-American boy. Grew up with dirt on my knees and grass stains on my face. That's just how I grew up. I was a brat of the family because I'd always be fighting, and they didn't realize till years later that it was my diabetes. I hated it, I resented God for it. I think I still might sometimes. That's why I rebel.
27. God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm trying to quit drinking altogether. Wondering if I'm ever going to actually be able to stop using alcohol forever, you know what I mean? Because that's the hardest battle I ever fought. I'll probably live till like 50. That's what I think, but I might not, I could heal. I might live longer, or I might die tomorrow, I don't know.
I really wanted to get off insulin. I hated taking, stick yourself in the stomach, and then it was just too much. So one day I'm surfing online and I go across Craigslist and I find that there's an advertisement for a raw for 30 days in reversing diabetes. So I figured this had to be it. I was really, really open because, my whole thing was I'm not used to being on insulin. I don't want to be on insulin, and I was willing to try something to get me off insulin. But I had no idea what raw food was. only nuts, seeds, and vegetables. So that was a bit of a challenge, but I was really open to it. And they said, okay, fine, we're gonna, you know, come bring you out to Arizona to do the raw challenge and so forth. And it turned out to be 6 of us.
If this will cure me in a month of diabetes, oh Lord, I would love to tell the world about that. Absolutely.
You know, when you love someone, you don't want them to be separated from you for 30 days. But other than that, she's taking a big step, and this is going to be the beginning of something great for her. So yes, I definitely am proud of her.
You know, if this program works for me, hey, I don't care whether Joe Blow can't handle it, you know, which he might not be able to, which maybe I can, maybe I can't. Maybe somebody else can come along and handle it better than I can. You know, that's just one of those things that we're going to have to find out.
I want to see how my body's going to react to the change and to see if it's really going to help to control my diabetes. But that takes work. And I got to make up my mind if I really want to work for it.
I'm glad I get to go to Arizona. I've never been to Arizona, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can, you know, help my diabetes out a little better. I hope it'll further my life a little bit in the next month, you know. And I hope I help the people that I'm around too.
There's a tree alive, okay.
Here's a cute truck.
And what kind of a tree you call that? Who do we have here?
Keith.
A host, okay.
I am a host. So it's good to see you. I've been hearing lots of cool things.
Turn on the light. Said let there be light, no light.
Ah, look at this.
Oh, there's the light.
What happens? This is the bathroom. This is rugged, man. Oh, gee.
Okay, this is going to be
Where's the
very cozy, to say the least.
Welcome to my world. I feel like I'm at camp, like when I was little. I got real homesick already, but I'm gonna tough it out.
So, I'm a juvenile diabetic, type 1. I don't have type 2 diabetes. I've had diabetes.
So you had diabetes since you were a kid?
Yeah.
How was
that? It sucked. But I don't even remember not having it. When I was 11, I almost died. I lost 25% of my body weight. And when you're a little 11-year-old, you weigh like 75 pounds, you know. So I had to go to the hospital, and they just started making me take shots every day. So my childhood was ruined. No, you get used to it, you know, as a little kid. It's just the way life is. So, yeah, whatever. I'm a defective human being, and I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Just keep it simple. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's just the hard part. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Snickers look really good. I'd love to not have to take the shot. I hate sticking myself with this. I hate needles in the first place. So I've always tried to watch what I eat. You know, I count carbs, I count calories and stuff like that, and I still came down with it. So it's like, hey, you got to make something different. You got to try something different.
In this month, you'll see an incredible transformation of the people, moving from eating junk food, pesticided, herbicided food, high animal fat, low fiber, high sugar, and moving towards raw, organic, and put them on a no-sugar diet.
Gabriel Cousins is a holistic MD as well as a conventional MD. Coming from a scientific background, he brings validity to this subject that has never been brought before.
My name is Dr. Cousins. I've been working in holistic medicine for 35 years, and for me, healing diabetes is actually quite easy. This is not a new thing. With the approach we use, I want you to know that literally hundreds of people have been healed by type 2. I'm going to share with you in a little bit 3 cases of type 1 that have also been healed. I saw that what I learned at Columbia Medical School, which is a great medical school, was symptom focus. And even though I was really expert in pharmacology from my biochemistry background, I saw, wait, there's something not right here. How do we go to a deeper level of healing? That took me into training people and educating people and ultimately creating the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, where we could create an all-encompassing environment that people could really get a taste of what it's like to really be healthy. One thing you're going to learn about live food is that's the diet that works the best. You know what's the reason? Is when you cook the food, you lose 50% of the protein, 70 to 80% of the vitamins and minerals, and close to 100% of the phytonutrients. I'm going to ask everyone to cut your insulin intake by 1/3. That's our first focus. So we have to try real hard, and you have to be aware that it's going to move a little fast. Our biggest concern, quite frankly, is people getting insulin shock from getting off insulin so quickly. We specifically selected people here who aren't familiar with this way of life so that we could show everyone can do this. So you play an incredibly important role, not just for yourself, it's all those other people you're going to inspire.
Welcome everybody. Is this your first meal besides the soup last night? Yes. Today we have some classic burgers, and most of the time our burgers are made with some sort of nut base. This one happens to be walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and then we usually throw in some vegetables. This one has olives and tomatoes.
100% raw food diet consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, avocados, and you can eat some sprouts. It's food that's unfried. You know, it hasn't been processed in any way.
Doctors today, they tend to be more coming in after there's already a problem. They don't tend to be preemptive. But probably a lot of them aren't even aware that one of the big maxims from Hippocrates, father of modern medicine, was let food be thy medicine, medicine thy food.
Here goes nothing.
It's a veggie burger.
I think it's beyond veggie burger. Like a nut burger. Nut burger.
Nut burger, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's alright. It's just different. You'd get used to it. If you grew up eating it, you could like it. You know what I mean? I wonder how our stomachs are going to react to this first meal.
Mine already reacted.
Looks like coconut.
Dang,
It's a chocolate coconut torte.
Let's go.
I can do this. Sure. This is delicious.
Salud, guys. This is all part of Italian toast. To your health, all of your health.
We have become so drug-oriented. You know, we live in a world where we've become kind of so pharmaceuticalized that the idea of changing anything just through diet is kind of preposterous, I think, to a lot of people. That's almost like old medicine, like a witch doctor.
Want to puff your cheeks out for me? Okay.
thing with symmetrical. You got the say wonderful, good. And now
Your oxygen saturation is 92%, which is really low. These are white blood cells, these are red blood cells. See it?
Oh,
They're like a little wormy-like thing.
Yeah.
They're fed by sugar. Actose, 30 milligrams is
sugar.
Okay, you can stop that.
Fortimed.
You can stop that too. Oh, Med 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna stop that.
Today, the philosophy of most people is better living through chemistry, which, is a, modern opportunity, but it also has its price. Now you see the drug that's been using for type 2 diabetes for so long that now it's under fire. They're going to put the black box on it that says make heart failure. So my view is start with a natural approach. Maybe you have to go to chemistry, but why not exhaust that possibility so you don't end up having all these side effects that you find out 5 years, 10 years later, 20 years later, when maybe it's too late.
I would expect that as we're unfolding, that probably by the end of the week, most people will be off insulin.
$117. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Thank you.
My sugar went down 100.
it's all because of Mr. Green.
Yeah. No insulin, to think that no insulin and your sugar going down.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my goodness.
You're out in the fresh air.
Is there somebody that pinch me and make me believe it?
That too. Seems like I am normalizing. Hallelujah. That's the lowest it's been in quite a while. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, okay.
All these chairs are just a little bit too high for my short body.
Okay, 107.
I don't care for the food at all, But, hey, it's working. Can't complain.
Perfect. If I could have that for the rest of my life, it'd be peaches.
Pretty good.
And my sugar's been like the highest of everyone here. But I know it's gonna go down.
Yeah, it is. It's just gonna take a little bit for your body to stabilize and get used to this stuff. So. Do you not want to see?
Look how high it is. It went up higher.
62. It's okay, just be patient with it. You're off your medication and your body's still getting acclimated to what we're doing here. So just write it down on your sheet and
I'm
show it to
going
Ellen.
under a rock now.
No, it'll get better. It'll get better.
Okay, so that's 60-point drop, and you cut your insulin by a third. Okay.
I didn't take it last night.
Great.
Wow.
So that's even better.
Wow.
So what was your blood sugar today?
400.
Oh. Be patient, Michelle. It'll come down, sweetie. Be patient.
You just take its time. Everybody goes at different rates.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Everybody's a little different. I mean, everybody's moving very fast, When you're talking about something that the New York Times says is incurable, everyone here is off insulin, you've cut your insulin in half as a type 1. Isn't that so bad? So you have to hold the perspective. Give it a little time.
Detox is very difficult for people. When you begin to shift your way of life, all of those old patterns and all of the chemicals that are in the cells themselves that begin to be released, a person has to be very strong, very courageous, and have strong intention to move through that process.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel really strange. And I can walk all the time. My legs, I feel like I'm going all over. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I feel weak. I could walk this any other time, and I feel like my body is going another way. It's boring in the house. I'm bored to death. I just want this 30 days to be over. But for me, my physiology, I need something to eat. And I just feel so inferior to the people at the house because they're just doing it. I'm the only one that's like having a hard time. This isn't usually my personality. I'm not this down, but I feel crappy. I just totally made up my mind today that I'm gonna leave. It's not because of my health issues. It's not because of anyone. I just want to go home. I can't be away from my family that long. I'm really sorry that I disappointed everyone, but I had to do this for myself.
Is Michelle going home? For sure.
I think she's really missing her family, and so far she hasn't really seen that much progress.
It's hard to tell her that it's only a month. It's not that big a deal. Like, why go to all the hassle when just we're almost done with the first week already?
I know it must be hard, but you can only imagine how much your family would miss you if you get sick because of diabetes and, pass away.
The thing is, it's so much healthier for her, you know what I mean? Like, for all of us, like, it's going to be so much better for her in the long run. Why can't she see that?
It takes time, 5 days that's not enough time to give it a chance to work.
No.
I have a feeling that I want to leave too.
Why would you want to leave though?
My spirit tells me.
We subconsciously can deceive ourselves too with fears and emotions that we don't understand. How do you differentiate between the spirit and
your inner self? Your inner
yeah,
self.
I know, but that's intuition. Wrong. That's kind of like intuition.
It has nothing to do with intuition.
Well, I don't understand how you differentiate between your inner self.
You do not understand. You're Catholic.
Well, I'm still human.
Well, you have your beliefs and I have mine. That's the individual thing.
Okay.
I know this is going to work for you, This is really important. I know this has probably been a blessing that you've been asking for. And sometimes things happen and it just seems like it's scaling back, but we're going to move forward. As much as you believe in God, as much as you sing in church, and I know you pray for this.
I know.
And this is why you're here. This is why we're all here. All of us want this change.
You want this thing so bad, you're forgetting what you came here for. Not just for you, but for your children, right?
Actually, yeah. Because I did tell my son, I said, he didn't want me to go. He cried uncontrollably, unconsolably. And I looked at, and I'm holding him, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm saying, but baby, you want a new mommy, don't you? So yeah, I did,
Yeah. It'd just kill us to see you leave.
I know.
Especially when we know you're so capable.
I know, but I already made my decision.
Oh, you can't do that.
I already made up my mind.
Do you know what a blessing this is?
I know.
How can you do that? Don't you want to get through this and be the person you want to be? I thank the Lord every day for being here. I thank you, dear Lord, to give me the opportunity. I couldn't have done this by myself.
I didn't even know that this was a way. I didn't even know. This wasn't an option from the doctors.
Jill,
I didn't know.
How many people can you touch with this knowledge here and you actually lived to heal the diabetes? Can you see the opportunity you have?
We're just rooting for you. We want to see you at the end of the 30 days. With that smile that you came in here with that fire burning.
Thank you.
And I know you can do it.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
How are y'all doing? Good. Okay.
Take calls.
Do you have an announcement you want to make?
Yes, I wanted everyone to know that I'm staying.
Great last
Our hearts go out to you, my dear. We're so excited for you. That's
Yes.
It's really good that this came up because it's the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you and another 21 million people go through this struggle. It isn't so easy, but give it time. Things are going to go up and down, and hopefully, you know, you will see a more steadiness. And for some of you, already hit the steadiness, and some of you aren't. I mean, remember, each of you are like a miracle for reversing the process, but it takes a little time. Who would think that in a week, you know, so many of you would be doing so well?
Right.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm good. Well, I have some good news. I decided I'm going to run on for the next 3 weeks here. It just came to me at 1 o'clock in the morning that if I leave, I won't see the results. And I see such great results already. Ernest, I don't know if you remember, but on my left breast, you do remember the breast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, honey, baby. But on my left breast, I had a bump for 15 years, honey. The bump is gone, and and it's all smooth. Everything is just changing. The doctor was saying there's like 22 million or probably more that have it, and all they're doing is being bandaged with the medicine. It's not a cure. This food that I'm eating, honey, is like healing me from inside, and I can beat diabetes, honey.
Aww.
I love you so much.
I love you, honey. You're gonna be so fine. Honey, you have my support 100%. Just know that I'm with you, okay?
Okay, baby.
All right, have a good day. Okay?
All right, honey.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shoot, if I had my sneakers, I'd walk up that hill right now. As good as I feel. Wow, I feel amazing. Like, wow. Just like I could conquer the world. Matter of fact, I am conquering the world. I am.
I was taking 17 different pills a day, plus my insulin. I'm off of them. I'm not on any of those.
Dear Mommy, we miss you. It's hard for me to live without you. If you are homesick, please come back. We all miss you. We can't see or visit you, and that's dumb. Me and Ernest are fine, but we miss you. I love
That
you.
is so nice. Oh my gosh. I feel great about the diet itself and what it has been able to do for me. And seeing all my co-subjects, how it has just been miraculous for them.
And I love salads and greens and tomatoes and cucumbers, avocados. If I had my druthers, I would love to come here and become a part of this lifestyle and bring my family with me and, get a trailer, buy a little piece of land, get a trailer and pop it right there. I've been the man with a lantern looking for the truth, and my God, found it.
Lunch wasn't good. I thought because it was tacos it might be good, but it was disgusting. The food starts to wear on me after a while. Yeah, I can stick it out. I can stick anything out. Just don't really want to.
Well, welcome everybody to chocolate to making 101. The most surprising thing about the recipe that we're going to prepare today is how easy it is. I can prepare this now, I've made it enough times, in about 10 minutes. So if you got a chocolate craving, you can make raw chocolate in 10 minutes. It's pretty incredible. So the first thing I always do, and you can see there on your recipe sheet, is I'll melt down half a pound of cacao butter and 1 pound of coconut cream concentrate. So once we melt that down, we're going to incorporate the dry ingredients together. And we have here half a cup of carob powder, 1 cup of cacao powder, and 1 cup of cacao nibs. Raw cacao has a number of different neurotransmitter chemicals that pretty much go directly to the brain when you consume it. One of which is called PEA. It's the love bliss chemical. So like people, you know how they always say like, oh, when I eat chocolate, it's like I'm in love.
Yes.
It's exactly like that. People really are experiencing the same hormonal signals in their brain as when they're in love from eating chocolate. Okay, so now we've got our dry ingredients, we've got our wet ingredients, and all it takes now is just mixing them together. We're just going to incorporate a little at a time. So if you can just pour a little bit of powder. As you're mixing it, you can start to see when it starts to what I call seize. And essentially what that means is when you start mixing it, you'll be able to see the bottom of the bowl really clearly. Okay, so at this point, we're going to add our sweetener. And this is yacon syrup that I'm adding here. Yacon syrup comes from a yacon root, and it has a very, very low glycemic index, as low as some standard vegetables that you might find out in your standard salad bar. Can you guys smell this, by the way?
Yes.
Woo! That's intoxicating on its own.
So cool. Kurt and I can't wait to just
Stick your finger in it.
We just put almonds on the inside.
Oh yeah, you can put almond butter, make almond butter cups, or
just almonds.
Peanut butter cups, or just cover almonds. Yeah, you guys ready to try this?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, we'll go around this way. Now, the texture with this chocolate and the taste is going to be a lot different when it's warm.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
it tastes like that coconut. It tastes of coconut.
But essentially that does it. That's chocolate makeup 101. So thank you all for coming.
I can't wait to eat the rest of it for lunch.
Bill, you should have seen his legs this morning. I mean, bad.
Does your skin get real dry?
Oh yeah.
See, this is what you need. Feel how dry those are. This feels like alligator skin.
Oh my God.
See what I'm saying?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to scare you now, but my grandmother, they took her feet off, both of them. Then it went up to her knees.
Now that's what we're here
for. And this up here killed her.
Yeah, that's what we're
here for.
After breakfast, 128. It was was it 110? This 140? Yeah, 128.
Cool.
After breakfast, that's awesome. That is terrible. That's normal. Oh my God.
I gotta check mine again and see what the hell I'm doing.
What?
Dropped to 194.
Oh, wow. Super.
Cool. So I'm dropping again. No insulin. Oh, watch out. If this keeps up, I'll be feeling like a man pretty soon instead of a eunuch.
My blood sugar is 155.
Yeah.
From this morning, it was 176. My breathing is better. My mind is clearer for some reason. Yeah. Any other time I'd be thinking about food all the time. Sometimes I get those waves of hunger. Right now I'm on a cracker binge or a fiend. I'm really fiending for crackers. Can you bring me crackers?
Crackers?
Yes, crackers.
You want some kind of crackers?
Yes! Tell me about the cheese nips. It
You
doesn't
just tell
have
Michael
trans
how
fat. I'm
you're
telling
doing.
you about the cheese nips that they have at the store. It has partially hydrogenated whatever crap. So it's not wholly, it's partially. I want a whole pack of crackers. And I'll eat maybe one a day. Yeah, right. I just have the cheese nips in my memory. They have them new now with jalapeno stuff in it.
The tendency can be to rush to the fridge or the larder and binge on goodness knows what kind of food. Foods we might not even have eaten for 10 or 20 years.
Most people's big concern, certainly mine, is with taste buds. Concerned with making your taste buds happy.
This is a nice little walk in here.
Yes, it is. Tell me my sugar won't be going down.
Oh yeah, your sugar will be down. This is what we need. We need exercise. Oh, they go to market over here. Valentine's potluck. Brown sugar cinnamon. It says flavor in every bite.
They had cheese nips and it said 0 sugar.
Well, yeah, a little sugar, but I probably got the other fat, the trans fat stuff in it.
Oh gosh, 250 milligrams of sodium. But no cholesterol. No trans fat, no saturated fat. No sugars, 0 sugars.
You want to get into? I'll get another two.
Cottonseed oil.
You get two and I'll get two.
Cornstarch. All right, you win.
Yeah, hydrogenated, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil. That's the stuff they get you, but it's also good.
Corn syrup.
I don't know what.
And crackers.
Over it. 80. Okay.
So you get 9% for each one of these slices.
Yeah, no, it says.
One serving is one slice.
Okay. Okay. So I eat one a day?
That's how you have to learn how to read labels.
Yes, you can.
There's a big difference.
Oh. I'm run down. My body's run down. My sinus, I didn't sleep at all last night. Change the diet, everything's just boom, boom, boom. My body's tired. I'm getting ornery.
Shapkait. No, when I say shapkait, you say paptohi.
Paptohi. Henry, what joke did you tell me? That perverted joke you just told me. I forgot what it was.
I don't know. I've told so many jokes. I can't remember them all.
I can't remember.
They just come to me. Jokes just come to me. I don't try to remember that. They just somebody says something and it'll remind me of a joke. I mean, I don't.
That's how I am too.
This guy was in the bar drinking. All at once, this devil appears in front of him. Poof! And the devil looks at him and goes, The guy drunk looks at him and says, "You don't scare me. I've been married to your sister for 20 years."
How you holding up?
Pretty good. I'm still sick on my stomach.
So did you eat any breakfast this
No,
morning?
I never ate that. I don't think I could hold it.
No more of the chest pain type
No,
stuff?
I'm just sick on my stomach.
Yeah, I think it's a GI.
Doing flip-flops on me.
Whenever you change your life, there's some kind of detox that's going to happen. We have strong coping mechanisms, defense mechanisms, compulsive behaviors that we've developed to make it through life. And when you change your life, all of those are challenged.
We have to remember when you go to an all-raw diet that the average American, part of the problem is not the diet itself, whether the diet's going to work. The problem is they're starting from such a toxic state. That's why when you go into an all-raw diet, you don't feel good because your body knows all of a sudden that you stop poisoning it.
Your blood pressure was great. 118/72. It's never been that good.
Was,
yeah.
The body has certain healing qualities. And in order to heal itself, it has to throw out the toxins, the pesticides, herbicides, all these blockages, and old diseases kind of appear and heal.
Well, I'll come back and check on you and see if we can figure out some sort of juice or something maybe that would help settle your stomach and give you a little
cranberry
bit of something.
juice. I drink a lot of cranberry juice.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody likes to be waited on by a pretty lady. Yeah.
All right.
So I just do it?
Yep. Push the little button in the middle.
Ow! Your mama. Okay, baby, come on. Come on, baby.
There we go. That's enough. So we're at 111. 111. Did we have a breakthrough or breakthrough? 111 without insulin, and you telling me what program works? What program works? This works. This works. The other crap don't work. And this is still inside this machine telling me that it didn't work.
Keep that, baby.
It's crazy.
It's not gonna make it daddy.
111, girl. Give me that. You understand what this program is about.
I threw up a while ago, and but I'm still woozy, dizzy, and sick in my stomach.
Oh, you can do it.
Wendy? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll try. My mind is not like this. It just rejects this food, you know.
I know you can do it if you set your mind to it.
I don't have the heart anymore, you know.
Well, do you want to go back to getting yourself shots again?
If I have to, if that's what it's going to take. I've already made up my mind, yeah. I just...
You can do it, honey.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you without it.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
All right, love, baby.
Baby, good night.
Good night, honey.
Oh. She lost one husband and she don't want to lose another one.
Well, Henry's sat was 97%.
Okay.
His pressure's perfect. His heart rate's perfect. His lungs sound
That's
great.
what I used to tell my girlfriend. If I'm not perfect, I'm as close as you can
You
get.
get
Yeah.
fine specimen, you know. Is your cousin coming?
Yeah.
Where's he coming from? Las Vegas?
Sakatone.
Sakatone, where's that?
50 miles on this side of Phoenix.
He's coming to visit you?
He's coming to get me. 10 years ago I could have done it. I'm getting too old.
Too old for what?
Too old to take this crap.
Oh crap.
Well, my brain don't want the food. It just rejects it, literally. I mean, you know. I look at it and I just want to scream.
There's wonderful food here. Fresh, live, green.
I know. It's okay for some
food,
people,
yeah.
but it's just not me, you know? I mean, how can all you people be wrong, you know? It's got to be me.